Hi everyone, happy March! And boy do I have a special treat for you today. We have the amazing holistic health coach Andrea Beaman joining us to talk about what to eat and what not to eat before you come in for your portrait. This is going to be so interesting, I can't wait. My name is Renata Lonil. I am a certified craftsman professional photographer and owner of Renata Lon Photography, where we have been capturing professional portraits for 25 years. So over the years, I've had clients who came in to get their pictures taken and complained that their eyes were puffy, their skin was broken out, they felt overall bloated, which, as you can imagine, made them feel very uncomfortable in front of my camera. And since I want my clients to feel great in front of my camera, I was looking for a solution to help my clients resolve this issue. I reached out to my good friend Andrea Beaman to the rescue. I can't say enough good things about Andrea Beaman. I mean, I could, but we're gonna be here all day. Just to give you the basics, Andrea Beaman is a natural food chef, thyroid expert, holistic health coach, herbalist, and educator. She is dedicated to natural healing. She was on Bravo's Top Chef, and she hosted, executive produced the award-nominated Fed Up. Andrea is recognized as one of the top 100 most influential people in health and fitness. Andrea received the award for excellence in health supportive food education and the Health Leadership Award. She is an inspirational keynote speaker and educator. She teaches engaging cooking demos and health programs online, reaching audiences around the world. She is the author of The Whole Truth: How I Naturally Reclaimed My Health and You Can Too, as well as several more books. And I promise you, all of these books are page turners. On a personal level, she is the most authentic health coach I ever met, and she walks her talk. Andrea used food to heal her own thyroid, and that is how her own journey with food as medicine began. Besides all that, I think that Andrea is my sister from another mother. I mean, watch the interview and tell me if I'm wrong. One more thing before I forget. So before I met Andrea in person for the first time, I was so gaga over her. I thought she was incredible. I was reading her books and watching her blogs and just loving everything that she said. And my husband, who rocks, was making fun of me that I was totally a crazed fan, and I sure was. And before I went to meet Andrea for the first time, my husband, who rocks, made an Andrea Beaman t-shirt for me, and I love Andrea Beaman t-shirt. He sure did. It was our joke, it was great, but you know what? I wore it, and Andrea just laughed so hard when she saw it. So watch her. She's not expecting me to wear it during this interview. Watch her face when she realizes that I'm wearing the I Love Andrea Beaman t-shirt. We have been friends, since, so this is just such a fun moment. So anyway, enjoy the interview. So without further ado, here is my interview with Andrea Beaman and the answer to what to eat before your portrait session. All right, so first of all, I had to do this on camera, but you know what I'm wearing? I'll show you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Andrea Beaman t-shirt.
Oh my God, husband who rocks. He's the best.
So I think we should sell him for $19.99. This is just going to be our side hustle. So now that we finished, Mike made it for me when I met you for the first time, which was hilarious. So that was perfect.
Oh, such a good shirt. I get one of those.
I need to get you one of those, actually. Yes. And all your fans. So seriously, we need to sell it. All right. Back to the subject at hand. So I had a few questions I wanted to run by you because I have people that are coming into their session and they complain that their eyes are puffy and they have like a rash on their skin and they feel bloated. And I was wondering if there's anything they should eat before the session that could help them feel better before their portrait session.
Yes, it's actually a lot. So
Okay.
the first thing is the eyes generally get puffy when you eat too much salt, right? So you think about it. You eat a big bag of chips, the next day you wake up and you got these little puffy and you're dry, right? Because salt is dehydrating. Look at how, you know how to make like a meat that's been dehydrated. You put a lot of salt on it and it shrivels it up, right?
Right.
Right. So it make you look dry,
Uh-huh.
but also puff you out under the eyes because it'll make you retain water if you're sensitive to salt. So another thing that'll make you puffy under the eyes is too much sweets, because sweets create dampness, right? So if your body is damp, think about boggy, soggy, damp, wet, right? And if your fluids aren't flowing well, the tendency is that you'll get puffy, edema, swollen feet, swollen hands, swollen eyes, swollen face. Now, we want dewiness and we want lusciousness, but we don't necessarily want soggy, boggy.
Not for a portrait, I'll tell you right now. No. Yeah.
So we do want to hydrate the body, right? But not puff it out. So things that are hydrating and totally delicious and totally great for right before, like the day before, berries, fruit salad, something that's going to be hydrating and nourishing to the cells and to the skin. It's also going to be refreshing and make you feel good and lighter and happier, as opposed to eating like a 7-layer lasagna.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask. So, like, no chips, right? Don't hit the chips before you come in. No fast food.
No, fast food's probably the worst.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's both salty and fatty.
Right.
Right. So it's hard to digest and it's salty. So it's not the best food for your system. Something better would be like, I don't want to say dieting, right? So when people think dieting, they think salads and stuff like that. I would say something that would be better than fast food would be a grilled piece of mahi mahi with some mango salsa and maybe a delicious salad on the side.
I literally just ate that.
Oh, you did?
Literally, I can still taste it. That's so funny. I can't believe you're saying that.
Yes, that would be something that would be great, not only for the day before, but for leading up to your session, because it's not just the one day. You're a fantastic photographer, but it's not just the one day, right? Somebody's gonna, they eat a fruit salad and a mahi mahi, and then the next day they're fine. Leading up to it, you want to give them like a couple of weeks.
That's what I was going to ask. So, because we book people, usually 4 weeks prior. At the earliest, it would be 2 weeks before the session. So, what can they do for 2 weeks before the session so they can get their bodies ready to feel really good in front of the camera? And I know I want to talk specifically about their eyes being really bright, because that you see that in the pictures, and that would be awesome. So.
Okay, so a couple of things. The first is, if they have 2 weeks leading up to their picture, to their session, something that would really help to brighten up their spirit, brighten their eyes, brighten their whole body, and a daily walk. I know it's not in the refrigerator. It's not in the grocery section, right? You actually have to go outside to get it. But a daily walk with a little touch of sunshine, not going out and getting fried in midday, right? For those of you that live in the southern states, you're in the South.
Yep.
So, right, so you don't want to go out and get like fried, but a little touch of getting a sun kiss, right?
Yeah, getting a little sun on the skin, that will help. Okay.
Yes, it'll brighten your mood, it'll brighten your spirit, and brighten your skin at the same time. So a daily walk. Walking also promotes circulation.
Oh, okay, right.
right? So the people that are worried about being puffy and swollen and right, or that body soggy, boggy, not moving, that's where walking comes in really handy because it literally is moving your water element. It's moving your body. It's moving the blood. It's moving the nutrients. It's very simple and doesn't cost any money. All you gotta do is put your little sneakers on
No,
and go outside.
yeah, that's such a good point. Instead of, getting ready to the portrait session, like, oh, I gotta go get a facial, or I gotta go, do something that buy clothes. If I think it would really help to prepare to the portrait session by taking a daily walk. I love that concept. So 2 weeks daily walk, and
Yeah,
then eating fresh vegetables and
vegetables
fruit.
and fruits, nice piece of grilled fish, right?
Okay.
Keep your collagen up. But
Oh,
also,
yeah.
yeah, like also, I don't think that a facial is a bad idea, but you wouldn't get it the day before because sometimes that can leave marks, like it'll leave like a red mark or um, it, you'd be better off having it 3 days prior.
Sure, prior to the session. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 days prior.
Okay. All right. Let me see. So let's see. So we talked about what to avoid. Oh,
Water, not beer, not wine, not shots of tequila, water.
water.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How about good organic tea?
I think that's good too. So like something ooh, it people have a tendency to get nervous in front of a camera, right? They
Yes.
get anxious, they get nervous. So like a calming chamomile tea, mint tea, lemon balm, right? And if they have a tendency to get flush, like let's say you're taking a photo of a gal who's in her 40s and 50s, right? And she's going through the hot flashes,
Right.
right? A
Yeah.
nice cooling hibiscus tea,
Oh.
rich in vitamin C, cooling. It'll help to chill her out. Um,
Andrea,
lemon
this is
balm.
brilliant. This is brilliant. I'm totally stocking the studio now with all these tea. This is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great for your clients, because they're coming in, and not everybody is a ham. Like I'm a ham. Camera's coming out, and I'm like, hey, right? But not everybody's like that. A lot of people are shy around a camera, so something to relax them. One of those
Wonderful.
teas would be great.
That's such a great idea because, when people come in, most people are very anxious when they come in. And I totally get that. I mean, I am actually uncomfortable in front of the camera. So I totally get that. But I try to do whatever I can to calm them. And, so sometimes we used to have wine here, and I'm realizing now, no, probably tea would be a much better idea.
Yeah, not
Tea,
only
wine.
that, but too much wine, depending like red, it'll make your teeth red, it'll make your tongue red, it'll make it right. You get the little reds around. So white wine, if you're gonna do it, white wine.
Right? Yeah.
But the wine will also start to make the eyes red,
Ooh, okay.
right? So alcohol is the American Indians used to call alcohol fire water for a reason. When you drink wine, it dehydrates the body, or not just wine, alcohol dehydrates the body. So it'll take away that, it'll relax you, that's for sure. But it'll take away that dewiness, right? That hydration that you want. Alcohol is dehydrating. And they called it fire water because when they would drink it, it literally felt like fire water. So you could feel that with a shot of vodka, with a shot of tequila.
Right.
For the ladies that drink wine and then wake up in the middle of the night sweating to death, or like feet
Yeah.
hot, right? It's from the wine. And I'm not anti-alcohol. I love a good beer. I love a good glass of wine, and I certainly love margaritas and tequila. But if I'm going to go to a photo shoot, that's not what I'm drinking.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
that's so great. That's so good to know. Another factor that's happening right now, showing the sign of the times, there are many people that come in that they wear a mask, and because of that, they're getting a rash by wearing the mask for so long. So is there anything they can do in terms of food or anything like this to help them to prevent the breakout from the mask?
Yes. Number one thing they can do, take off the mask.
Yes, I agree to that. I completely agree. And I'm right there with you. There are people that are stuck with the mask on apparently because they work for companies that they're scared to lose their job. So it becomes a situation where they feel they have to wear the mask.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, like if you have to wear your mask, there are times when you can get outside into a park or a beach, or somewhere where you're not around other people. But again, we want sunshine, right? So sunshine and fresh air on the skin, because that's going to help to, a lot of times with the mask, they're getting the rash because they're having bacteria back up on the skin, right? So your pores are eliminating from the body. They're eliminating bacteria, they're eliminating toxins. If you have the mask on all the time, then it's getting trapped, right? So certainly you could, at night before you go to bed, you could take a cleanser, apple cider vinegar, or something just to tone and cleanse the skin. But again, find a park or some place where you can be outside without the mask, without fear, and just walk around or sit on a bench and let your pores breathe, right? And you could do this before, a couple weeks before your session, but it should help to start to clear the skin. Another thing that you could take is there's an herb called burdock.
What's
So
it called?
it's called burdock.
Are you making words up again?
Yeah, making words up
Yeah,
again.
you're making words up. Okay.
It's Burdock.
Okay.
And that helps with skin ailments, right? So a lot of times when there are rashes, again, our pores are not releasing the way that they should for whatever reason. So burdock is called an alternative herb, and it helps to clear the lymphatic system and helps to clear the cleansing pathways in the body. So I would suggest burdock root in a tea. It's drying, but it's also going to help you digest and absorb your fats a little better and help to clear the skin. So that's something that you could try as well. It's a tough situation, like you could pancake the makeup on, but then you lose your luster.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's a great idea. So burdock, how does it come? Is it dry, like dry herb, or how does it come in?
Yeah, it comes dry herb, or like you can go to any health food store. There's a brand called Alvita, Alvita, and they usually have like nettles root and burdock root and all of that stuff. So that you don't have to pack it and make it yourself. It comes in these little tea bags.
Okay.
So that you could find that in most health food stores. You could even get the tincture. It comes in a little tincture.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and you could take like a couple of drops and just put it into your water and then drink it throughout the day.
That's just brilliant. I hope y'all are listening because this is brilliant stuff. This is amazing. All right, before we go, any other tips off the top of your head to help people feel and look amazing for their portrait session?
Yes. Beauty comes from the inside, right? So when they get to the session, there's oftentimes people have negative self-talk, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. I got a blemish, right? They have all this stuff going on inside their head. What if I don't smile right? What if I close my eyes? Whatever's going on. So if they can, before they get to the session, and probably for weeks leading up to the session, get into the habit of when they look in the mirror, say, I love you, right? I love you. I love you. I don't care that you got a scar on your nose. I don't care, right? Just, I love you exactly as you are. You're perfect. You're the most beautiful human being I've ever met, and I love you. and I'm totally taking care of you, and you look great in pictures. Just get into the habit of totally loving yourself, not in a narcissistic way, but in a way that the universe would like to support you on your journey here on the planet, right? So that means that, you came from love, right? The union of two people who found each other, and this was love, right? So you're just a bundle of love. And if you can get to that space of, oh gosh, I love this human being, it's going to exude externally. It starts on the inside and it goes outside, right? It's not the other way around. We could try and just cover everything up and put all this stuff all over us and get the facelifts and all that stuff. But the real beauty comes from the inside, and that will shine through in the camera.
I love it. I love you. This is perfect. This is so great. I actually do, for my clients, I send them before the session, they get an email from me that talks about emotional anxiety. And I wrote an article basically that I share with them about how to relax before the session, because I realized it really is a thing. And my clients, when they come in, most of them say, thank you for what you wrote. Because yes, I mean, I was starting to feel the anxiety creep in, and then it really helps. So it goes right in line with what you said, and so important.
So important.
Yeah, self-love and trust your photographer is what I'm going to add.
Yes. Your photographer knows what the settings are. You don't have to think about any of that stuff. She's got it.
Got it. Okay, so this is a dream come true. Like, I'm literally watching us, and this is so surreal. This is so great. You are my hero, and I love you. This is so awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Answering these questions, and I'm so excited for everybody to see this. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. Keep up the great work, sister.
So there you have it. I hope this information helps you and eases your mind before you call your photographer to schedule your next portrait session. What did you think about the information? Please share your thoughts with me in the comments below, as well as any other tips that you may have about what to eat before a portrait session. And if you like this video, please click like, share, subscribe to our channel, and hit that little bell to make sure that you get notified when we have a new video up. As always, if you have any questions about headshot photography, personal branding photography, or a family or beauty portrait, I'm your girl. And I'm going to share my e-card in the comments so you can reach out to me. I look forward to hearing from you. Happy March, everyone. Enjoy spring.